Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. I hope you guys are all doing well. It is a crazy week for me. I got back into the swing after the holiday. I'm just actually looking this up. Got back into the swing after the holiday, but I found that I'm a little bit more behind than I had anticipated. But I'm still hanging in there. I'm still making it happen. I'm still making it work. I hope all of you guys are making it work too. And I think that what is helping me is what's going to be the morning message for today. So it's about, if any of you know my philosophy on long-term goals and short-term goals and what I really think about them, I think that people are typically either or, right? They have a ton of long-term goals that they set aside and they can daydream about what they want endlessly, and they have tons of big grandiose goals, which keeps them from doing the day-to-day stuff. And then you have people who are so fixated on the day-to-day that they can't think bigger than who they are. I don't know which one you are, or if you're a combination of the two. I'm a combination of the two. So what I've decided was to ensure that I have a long-term goal, which if you follow me, you know I coined them as tattoo goals, things that are just a lot more permanent. They can't be surgically removed. They're more intentional. They're in a space. I daydream. I want to have a globally renowned, globally impactful digital network that is, a tattoo goal. That's where I want to see myself being. The sticker goals, which are small things in which we must do in order to get to our tattoo. Hello, Linda. Good morning. Our sticker goals are the smaller things that need to happen on the day-to-day, right? They fall into my today list of things that need to happen. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, Cardell. That have to happen every single day in order to be able to make it make sense. What I'm challenging you to do today is to identify your sticker goals. Again, your sticker goals are goals that you set each and every day as you outline what that tattoo is going to look like. These are active things that you need to get done. These are active things that are going to get you closer, good morning, Lisa, to what it is that you want. These are active things that are going to allow for you to participate in the life in which you want to lead long term. What are your sticker goals? And I think that from a homework standpoint, I don't often give you guys assignments to do, but today's assignment would be to write down some immediate goals, right? So what are your goals for September? What would they be? And they should be no more than 3 of them, right? There should be 3 goals for the month of September. And you guys know how I feel about to-do lists. There's no such thing. There's only the today list. What does that look like? But I'm going to allow for you to have the whole month for these. So what are 3 sticker goals that you might have? Yesterday I was teaching at Temple. The semester has started, is in full swing. And I was lecturing about tattoo goals versus sticker goals. These are your wants, right? Not what you need, but what you want. And I think that so often, again, we either live in the long term. This is what I want long term. This is where I see myself being. This is what I want my business to have 4 franchises and for us to be this global entity and all of these things. And so often as business owners, we get lost in the grandioseness of our dreams that we lose the minutia of the day-to-day. And then for those of you that are caught up in the minutia of the day-to-day, you can't see what your long-term goal is. And so for me, I want there to be an understanding as to what you want long-term, but for you to write down today what your sticker goals are. What are the goals that you have as you maneuver through? What are the 3 goals you have for September? I want you to write them down. I am a literal person. I still write everything. I don't know how many of you are note takers out there, but I still write everything. I have a big, calendar in which I write in. I take notes. That's the kind of space in which I'm in. I'm a visual learner. I don't know how many of you out there are visual learners, but I am. So writing things down affords me the ability to keep on track. And I do this today list practice each and every morning. But I also have for the month of September, because this is kind of like my new year, new month. I mentioned it before. A lot of you, your new year or your new month is January, right? That's the beginning of a fresh new year for me because I'm born in September. September always happens to be my new month. And I want to make this month impactful. Not that I don't want to make every other month impactful, but I want to make this month impactful. Seasons change, things change. it's in one of those spaces. So I have some really specific goals that I'm looking to do within the month of September, some specific goals that I'm looking to execute. What are your specific goals? And you don't necessarily have to tell me. It's more about, okay, today I'm going to make sure that I'm going to put things in action that will get me closer to my long-term goal. I'm going to put things in motion that are going to get me closer to what it is that I want. I'm not just going to wish upon it and also be in the treadmill of things within my day-to-day. I'm going to really write 3 things down that I want to see happen in September. I have these 3, what I call sticker goals, that I want to have within September that will get me closer to what I call our tattoo goal, this long-term permanent goal that I have. I have these 3 sticker goals, 3 things that will get me closer to what it is that I want. And I want you to actually write them down. I want you to actually, old school, write them down. Look at your penmanship and be like, oh my goodness, these are the 3 things. And then store it somewhere. I have a number of different postcards, etc. here in the office/studio. I write things down all of the time and then store it. Hold on to it. And be able to reference it throughout the month of September. I think setting goals is a really active way for you to participate in what it is that you want. And so often, again, everything is in the abstract. You want all of these things, you want these things to happen, but you don't necessarily have a point of reference in order to be able to refer to say, these are the 3 things in which I want for this month. September is a starter month for me. It is a big month for me, let alone it is my birthday month, but it is a big month for me. The seasons change, new beginnings, all of those things. And I think that as opposed to really focusing, though I encourage you to focus on your day-to-day goals and objectives, what is September holding for you? And are there sticker goals there that are going to get you closer to your tattoo? What does that look like? Right? And so for those of you that are new to following me, a tattoo goal is something that is more permanent. It is something that can only be surgically removed. When you close your eyes, when you Netflix and chill, when you pizza in pajamas, you dream of what your business will look like. You dream of hello Renee, you dream of what your business will look like. You dream about, franchising, expanding, more sales, more staff, more. You dream about all of those things. But those that are practical, we go back to the minutia of scenarios not focused on that long-term goal. What I suggest is a combination of the 2. I suggest you can't really know what you're doing in your day-to-day if you don't have that long-term benchmark. So what I want us to do is I want us to focus, understand what we want long-term, but what are the 3 things that we are doing in September to be able to get us closer to what it is that we want? Now, these are bigger than our today goal, our today list, right? These are bigger than those things. Right? These are bigger than, sending out your MailChimp. These are bigger than, good morning. These are bigger than sending out your MailChimp. These are bigger than making sure you post it on Instagram. These are a little bit larger and meatier as it relates to the things in which you need to get done in order to get to where you want to be. And I need you to write those things down. 3, I don't want a laundry list. You know how I am. I don't need it to be gigantic. I want it to be a list of 3 things. Because I want you to feel accomplished. I want it to be attainable. I want these to be things in which you can get done. And when they're not, good morning, Roxanne, when they're these grandiose, large-scale things, there's a sense of defeat. Even the largest entrepreneurial ego can't beat, right? So I want these things to be realistic. I want you to look at what it is that you are doing. I want you to say, okay, here's where I stand. Here's where I want to be. What are 3 things that I can do in September that can get me closer to what it is that I want? And I want you to address them. Today's the 9th of September, 9/9/2020, right? Today's 9/9/2020. So I want you to look at it up until the end of the month and see and work and make active efforts in order to make sure that you're crossing those 3 things off your list. And I know that times are tough, and I know that things are difficult, and I know that these are uncertain times in the new normal. But their goals still exist. What we want still exists. What we need still exists. So I want to make sure that you guys are staying focused on the reality of the goals that you may have. knowing that you have bigger goals, knowing that you want more things, but what are you doing within the short term of things in order to get there? Because a lot of us get caught up in the running around. I'm guilty, running for the sake of running, moving for the sake of moving, but not necessarily going anywhere. That's the treadmill of things, I coin it, right? You're on a treadmill, you are working up a sweat, you are running, but you step off that treadmill, you have not moved an inch. You've not gotten any further, but you are exhausted. And I just want to make sure that there are significant goals that you are setting in your life, in your space, and in your time that are attainable, that are realistic. This isn't about psyching yourself out or even really challenging yourself in an aggressive way. It's not like, oh, I'm going to beat myself and I'm going to finally do it. I'm going to say, these are things I want to scratch off. These are things that I can scratch off. These are realistic scenarios. We are realistic benchmarks that you want to cross. So often, again, we're looking at that long term. We're daydreaming about what it is that we want with no hopes, without excess resources, tons of clients, tons of scenarios, right? In that space, right, Jer? I live by that. The treadmill, again, the treadmill analogy, I live by it. It's in the book, right? It's one of those things for me. Because we work so hard, we're actually burning calories. You're burning calories, you're getting things done, but you are moving nowhere. But we need those three things. We need to be held accountable for those three things. We need to look at September and say, okay, what can I accomplish within this month? What are the things that I can get done within this month? Those of you that follow me know how I feel about the to-do list. I used to be the one that wrote 50 things on a to-do list. There was 50 things that I needed to get done in one day. I don't do that anymore. I write a today list. A today list. What are the 5 things that I need to get done today? I'm expanding that for you within the sticker goal philosophy and giving you 3 things that you need to do this month. 3 things that will get you closer to your long-term goal. 3 things that you want to accomplish. 3 things before it turns October that you're going to say, my goodness, thank gosh I put that away. And it can be personal. It doesn't necessarily have to be, professional. I have to be really honest with you. I have a lot of clothes. I have a lot of clothes in a very big closet. And my husband renovated my closet for me, it looks gorgeous and amazing. And if you follow him on any of the social media platforms, he's very, very proud. And I'm very, very happy. And one of the big things that I needed to do was organize what it is that I had going on, because I truly believe my sanity is equivalent to the mess in my closet, right? So I'm as sane as my stuff is put away. So if my closet is messy, I am equally messy. So now that I'm controlling my own rhythm and my own day, I am in fact controlling my own rhythm and my own day. For September, my goal, one of my sticker goals is, Sheldon, manage your time and your breath, right? Manage what that looks like and what that feels like, right, Carrie, right? Manage what that looks like and what that feels like. Wake up, take a breath, what needs to get done. Don't leave the clothes in the laundry basket. I don't know if you guys, I don't mind doing laundry. Putting it away is a whole other thing, right? So as soon as it comes out of the dryer, this is how elementary my sticker goals are. As soon as it comes out of the dryer, fold it and put it away. These are the small things, right? These aren't monumental scenarios. These aren't, I'm not running for office. I'm not changing my whole platform. I'm not reinventing the wheel. These are things that are going to make my life better. These are things that are going to make my professional life better, my personal life better, my home life better. But without writing them down, if we don't have those 3 things, if we don't write them down, they become this ambiguous scenario. One day I will. When I have time, I will. It's about making the time. It's about adjusting what we've got going on, right, Carrie? It's about figuring that out and wrapping our minds around it with intention, right? I can talk myself out of anything. I can talk about, I don't have time, I don't have money, I can talk myself out of anything I don't want to do. My goal is to find the want for the sticker goal. My goal is to find the want for the exercise in the morning, to find the want to put the laundry away, to find the want so I can get those things done. And when I get the first set of sticker goals done, they become the lifestyle in which I live, and I am off the treadmill. Instead of running for the sake of running, instead of building a sweat, running in place. My goal is to step off the treadmill, not even get onto it, and just move forward. So what I challenge all of you to do is three things. Three things you want to get into the rhythm of doing this September. Again, September is a new year for me. Selfishly, it's my birthday month, so I always look at it as a new year. You guys have January, I have September, and I dive into things in which I want to change and enhance and make sure that I'm moving forward in the right direction and focusing on the things in which I can control, things and goals in which I can attain this month is important. So I'm going to encourage all of you to do the same. Write down 3 sticker goals. And hopefully by the beginning of October, we can look at those goals and say, those were met. I didn't overpromise and underdeliver to myself. I focused on these 3 things and I am better for it. That's my goal. And if you want to come along on the journey with me, I invite you to do so. I do this each and every day, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern. As when I swing over to Instagram and I do the same at around 11:30. My goal is for all of you to find your voice. My goal is for all of you to no longer whisper your wishes, but in fact, scream your dream. To find your voice and to tell your story. I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor, and this is it. For more information, log on to thisisItTV.com and follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. That's 3 sticker goals. I know you can do it. Take care, guys. Bye.